everyone, I'm gonna get rid of this gum before somebody comments on my video and says, get out, you fucking little dirty bitch. I am going to be filming a what's on my iPhone / how I edit my Instagram photos for all of you that want to know how I get that perfect glow in my Instagram photos, because it's not 100% real, I'm not gonna lie. Fuck you! I'm sick today. But yes, I've had this video requested a few times, so I thought that I would finally do it. So I have the iPhone 6s, and it is in the rose gold, as I've mentioned before. This is what it looks like if you guys are wondering. It's really pretty. But I also have this little case here. I got it off eBay. It is like a rose gold bumper cover, so it's like literally like rubber, and you just put it on the back of your phone and then it stops it from scratching left, right and center. If you guys would like to see what is on my iPhone, then don't go anywhere. Okay, so this is my screen. My screensaver is this place that I once went, which is really cute. I have my messages, my calendar, my weather, my clock, my maps and my videos, which have nothing on it, and then I have my notes folder, and I just basically put like things that I want that I can't have because I've run out of money. I have like video ideas of all of the videos that I want to film in the next like few videos, what's on my iPhone, doing that now. And then I have household chores of things that I should be getting done but I'm not. Then I have reminders, which I never use, stocks, which I never use, Game Center, which I never use, iTunes, which I never use. In fact, I don't use any of this apart from notes. Books, App Store, wallet, compass, yada yada, you know the drill. And flipping over, I have my voice memos. This is actually what I normally film my audio with for my videos. And then I have extras, which has obviously just contacts and calculator in, which I don't really ever use. I have this folder which has a bunch of stuff that I don't ever use. Tips, watch, health, find phone, find friends. Then I have podcasts, FaceTime, and then I have all of my actual folders that I do use. So this one I have photography. So I have my camera, my photos, I have Facetune, which is usually what I edit my photos with in terms of like smoothing my skin out and everything like that. I have Pinterest, which I really love Pinterest actually. I have a board, it's just like XJ Beauty X, and I literally just have like, I have like recipes for that time when I was trying to be healthy. I have backgrounds for my phone, which I love using. I have fashion boards of all like different like types of fashion inspiration for when I'm trying to get some inspo. And then I have like a makeup board which has like a bunch of like swatches and dupes and type things like that. So that's what I use. I absolutely love Pinterest so much. Then I have my Instagram, which if you're not following me, what are you doing with your life? This is my Instagram, it's xjessicaalice. So go and follow me. And then I have VSCO Cam, which is sort of what I use to kind of see the layout of all of my photos and see how they're going to look before I put them onto Instagram. And I do edit some of my photos on VSCO Cam as well. So then I have my social app, I have Facebook, I have my Snapchat, which is Jess Allison, I have my YouTube, I have Facebook Messenger, Twitter, which I'm not on, and Tinder because of course. And then I have just a random folder. This has Dropbox, which I use to like import photos from my camera onto my phone. I know you can do it through Wi-Fi, but I don't know how to do that. And then I have the game Best Fiends. Okay, I'm sorry, I play this game, but it's not sponsored. They haven't even reached out to me. Best Fiends, what are you doing? And then I have my Spotify account, which I was just listening to Cash Money by Tiger. Love that. I absolutely love Spotify so much. Best thing I've ever done. And then I have the Seek app right now just for like job searching. So that is basically all that is on my phone. Okay, so how I would typically edit my photos. So as soon as I get a photo through, I go onto Facetune. I'm just going to use this photo as an example. I have already sort of smoothed the skin out here, but I have done that previously. But I'm just going to use this because I don't have an old photo on my phone that I haven't like edited. Isn't that sad? So first thing I would do, that's a great angle of mine, is I go into the smooth filter here, and then I just use this filter to smooth out my skin, which makes it look a little bit more presentable because I do have problem skin. And then I go into the whitening app, and I will use this to whiten my teeth a little bit. I also use this to whiten the background of my photos because as you can see it's more yellow. I just prefer that white kind of look. That's kind of like my theme on Instagram, is sort of a little bit more like white. And then I will go into details and I will basically use this to just define my eyes a little bit. When I have like eyeshadow on and stuff, it just kind of helps the colors to stand out a little bit more. And then I'll go into the ViscoCam app and I will just upload the photo that I just did onto the app there, and then I will click onto it. And I usually don't put an actual filter on the app like they have filters down here. I normally do not do that. I just go onto this little arrow here, and what I typically tend to do is I will just bump up the saturation by 1. In this particular, oh that's 2. I will go into clarity and just bump up the clarity by 1. That kind of makes it a little bit like more in your face sort of thing. And then I will put the highlights up just to kind of tone it down a little bit. And that is basically all that I do. And then I will go onto my Instagram, Insta, where are you? And I will upload it to my Instagram page. There it is. So yeah, that is basically it for what is on my iPhone. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learnt a little something about how I edit my photos and maybe gave you inspiration. But that is basically it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and thumbs this video up if you enjoyed. And don't forget to follow me on my social media, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.
In my swimming pool, real life mermaids, bottles in my living room, Lime Vine Hermes, name, Lex, Mo, Sex, T, Raw, Go, Flex, when I break, cause I'm paying cash money.